If you're serious about getting to the gym and you want to fast track your progress, make the whole process more enjoyable and actually do the things that get results, then listen to these tips that I think you should be implementing, especially when you're beginning. But even if you're on your journey, you can put these into practice and I think it'll really help you out. The first point, bro, is form over ego. As you start training, you're actually going to start getting stronger, and it's nice to see, putting the weights on and moving it. And it becomes really easy to just start getting focused on that. It's called ego lifting. You think it makes you look better because when you get into the gym you can lift more weights than everyone else, but it actually does more harm than good. You're more likely to injure yourself. As your form reduces, you're less likely to work the target muscle, and overall you're just wasting weeks of training. If you're out there to build a lean and aesthetic physique, you have to take your reps controlled. Make sure your form is always on point and don't get into the trap of ego lifting. People will be showing off the amount of plates that they put on. Show off your physique instead. So that's number one. Focus on your form and don't ego lift. The second point is program design. I've trained for a few years now and I've done the most complicated ones and the most simple ones. And I'll tell you straight up, the most simple training plans tailored to you are the ones that are the most effective. The ones that fit around my strengths and my weaknesses and fit into my balanced lifestyle have kept me training for long periods of time, and that generated me the most results. And here's another thing, you need to have the consistency to stick with one training program for a period of time, for at least 6 weeks. The amount of people that will start a program and then switch it in 2 or 3 weeks because they feel a bit bored, and then switch to another one, then switch to another one. Imagine going to university and every 3 months you just switch to another course. Now when the exam comes at the end of the year, you've actually not progressed in anything. That's what you're doing when you're switching programs all the time. When you pick one program, you focus on getting good at it, you become better with each movement, you become stronger with each movement, you improve your form with each movement, and then you're already building a good base. And then after that you've learned how to do a certain exercise properly. And then when you move to another program, you can take that across with you. Be patient and stick with one program for a set amount of time. The next is fundamental and it's focus. Bro, what are you in the gym for? Are you there to do your set half-assed and then get on your phone and start scrolling through Instagram, start texting people? Or are you actually there to make an impact in your life, to actually progress physically, mentally, and become the best version of yourself, to get that new PB, to get that dream physique that you're working towards? It takes that mental focus. I need to train that and practice it. Listen to what Arnold has to say.
Because I was in the zone. I could not deal with anything at that moment. So this is the difference. So this is why when I see guys texting, they're not serious. Yeah, this is Mickey Mouse stuff. You train or you don't. It's like in Germany we say, wenn schon, denn schon. If you do something, then do it. Go all out.
And this is the last thing, and this tip honestly made my life so much more enjoyable in the gym, and it's to stop comparing yourself. Every time you compare yourself with somebody else, all you're doing is telling yourself that you're not where you want to be. You're never going to be happy, you're never going to be satisfied, because there's always going to be someone with a better physique than you. You should start looking to people for inspiration, not comparison. If I looked at myself now and tried to compare myself with like Mike Tyson, his physique is 10 times better than mine. His YouTube channel is way more successful than mine. If I just keep doing that and comparing myself, I would just make myself look worthless in my own eyes. Instead, you need to learn to set your own standard. Forget everyone else and focus on your road. Go to the gym for a month or two. You'll make visual and mental and physical changes in your body, and then that is your new standard. You should learn to compare yourself with yourself. Set yourself a new standard and then compare yourself with that standard and keep repeating that, and that's how you break the cycle of comparison with other people. A moment that changed my whole journey was when I deleted Instagram and I started focusing on myself and not looking at other people, because it makes you enjoy your progress so much more. Every time you eat good meal, every time you get a good night's sleep, every time you make a workout, you affirm to yourself, I'm doing good, I'm making progress. But then if I was on Instagram, I'd open that up straight away and the first thing I'd see is some guy who's in the next level of shape, who's on steroids and living a dream life. And you just in your head, you just think, oh, well, I'm not there yet. When in reality, if you put that phone down, you used to work out 0 times a week and now you're going 3 times a week. You used to eat cheat meals every day and now you're eating it once a week. So instead of focusing on the good things, you're always comparing yourself to other people. And if you break that, bro, I promise you'll get to your dream physique so much faster. You see, I call the gym the gateway drug because I genuinely believe any man who is wanting to take their life to the next level and want to unlock their potential should hit the gym, because it forces you to adapt and change other areas of your life as well. The gym requires discipline, it requires consistency, it requires you to be in a good mental state, it requires you to turn up when you don't feel like it. And And I'd argue that there aren't many things out there that can tick all those boxes at once. Implement these tips that I've given you and start to make a more enjoyable process and start to get the results that you want. But as always, you know my message, bro. Keep building, keep progressing. I'll catch you in the next one.